Welcome back to another tutorial on how to teach with technology. In this video, I'm going to show you how to share your quizzes and your activity that's created on streamlineed.com to share with another teacher who are using streamlineed.com as well. So in this case, I have two accounts. One course is run by John Nguyen, which is me, and one course is run by Arthur Nguyen, and we collaborate with this with Amy Nguyen as well. The three of us create three courses on Streamline Ed. So in this case, we create the content on John Nguyen, which is under my account. And once we're done creating that content, we're gonna export to Amy or an author. In this case, it's gonna be between John Nguyen and Arthur Nguyen. So you can look at the course title. This is J Nguyen and that is A Nguyen for 2017-18. So if you look at my unit 2, the three of us collaborate and we create this quiz called Rounding Measurements, and we click on it. Okay, notice there are 30 questions, so we're not going to copy and paste 30 questions individually onto another course. That would take too much time. So what we did was we plan ahead, we organize ahead. Remember, the strategy is one category, one activity, or one quiz, 1-to-1. Okay, because we follow that structure. Now if I go back to my administration and if I go back to question bank, right, and I go to category of question bank, notice how I have a folder or specifically a category create for that quiz. So for that quiz, we use a category that we create called 3-9 Rounding Practice 2, which include 30 questions. So now we're going to export that 30 question as a file so that author can import onto his course on streamlineed.com. So what we can do now is this. Go back again, question bank. Notice how we have a bunch of options. Well, specifically import and export beside the question and the category. So guess what we're going to do when we want to export a file? Of course, we're going to click on export. And we are going to use Moodle XML format, okay? And what we're going to do is next is we're going to find that category or that folder that contains the question that we use on the quiz. In this case, 3-9 Rounding Practice 2. And then we just click export. And notice how we have that file download onto our computer. So I'm going to click open folder. Okay, and that file is right there. I already downloaded multiple times already because this is just to show you. So what we're going to do next is look at how can we share this. You can actually use Google Drive and create a folder. So what we did for me, notice how on my Google Drive we have a folder created for 2017-18 that are shared among three of us. Okay, so and we actually go into more detail and actually divide our content by unit. So we're on unit 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my download folder. And I'm gonna look for that file right there. So, and I'm gonna look for that file right there, and I'm gonna copy that over. I'm just gonna drag that file into my Google Drive. It is now on the internet that can be accessed by any teacher that you are collaborating with. So let's assume that I'm on another computer. So let's assume that Arthur Nguyen is on another computer. How about that? And what he will do is now, instead of exporting the file, he is going to import the file. So under administration, where are we going to go next? Of course, we're dealing with questions, so we are going to question bank, and that would take us there. Go back again, question bank, we're not going to choose export, we are going to choose import. Okay, but before you can import the question from the Google Drive, you need to download that file onto your computer. So right click and download. There you go, that's the file we just download. I'm gonna open the folder, which is right here, and now we're just gonna drag the file into streamlineed.com. Just remember to choose Moodle XML format because that's the file format that we export out from. Okay, so now we just click import, and there you go. 30 question is created instantly on your course account. And continue, we're done. See, notice now author now has a category with 30 questions with the same title, 3-9 Rounding Practice 2. And of course, you can make any changes to this category, which including adding question or delete question, or even change the content of the question. So let's move on to the next step. What if author, in this case, want to create a quiz out of this? So let's go to his course. And under Unit 2, notice how this is Unit 1. So if I want to navigate to Unit 2, I go to Navigation and Unit 2. Voila, I'm done. Here I am on Unit 2. So here under Unit 2, of course, the editing setting is not on. So I'm going to Administration, turn editing on. And then the next thing you're going to do is what? Well, in this case, take back to the main page, which includes Unit 2. Go to Unit 2, and you are going to add activity, which in this case, it is going to be the quiz. And of course, the quiz format, we have the name. We have 2-3 structure, collaborative competition, rounding measurement. So just the title. We don't care much about the description. We give our student 24 hours to finish it. Okay. And then the grading, of course, make sure to choose the right category. We actually have category for every unit. And then we give them 10 attempts, and we take the average of all of their attempts. And then the layout, and then the question behavior, we like to choose adaptive mode, and we make the option so that they cannot see the right answer, and they have to try and try again until they get the right answer. And that's the basic quiz setting, okay? And that's all you have to do. And then you save and display. Now you are going to edit the quiz. In this case, click Edit Quiz, and this gives you the option to add question, which we're going to choose question from Question Bank. And remember, we import that 30 question. We're going to go find that folder, which is 3-9 right there, practice 2. Isn't that nice? Here we go. We have 30 questions imported, and we number them to make it easier. And if you want to shuffle your questions so that way every question will be randomized for every single student, or you can change the score to 15 points, you can do that. And I save, and that's pretty much it. Now your quiz is created. Basically, you export from one course, import into another course, create a quiz using the import file. And if I go back to here to the course, right, and I click on Unit 2, go to Navigation, Unit 2, go to Navigation, I'll go Navigation and Unit 2, and notice how the quiz is there. And if I click on this and attempt the quiz now, look what happened. We have 30 questions. Isn't that easy? Beautiful, isn't it? And that's all you have to do in terms of sharing the quiz that you create on one course on streamlineed.com to another teacher who is using streamlineed.com as well.